What's up, guys? It's 8:43. I just got in the stand. I worked last night. I was really debating on hunting today, but I had a decent little cold front come through. So I got a feeling deer might move today. I'm set up where I got pictures of that mature 7-point that didn't really have a rack worth of crap, but this late in the season, I'd be happy to kill him. I thought about it, and so I'm going to try to hunt him a few times before the end of the year. And that's what I'm doing. I hate getting in here late like this, but when I checked the camera the other day, he had come through here at 9:30. Does that mean he's going to come through today at 9:30? Probably not, but you never know. Well, let's kill us a deer. That couldn't have happened any more perfect. So I looked up, and there's a field right across from me, and I seen 2 deer. I actually thought it was 2 fawns at first, but they come running across that field, and it's a terrible wind. I almost didn't hunt this spot, and I almost climbed down as soon as I got up here. I thought it would be more north wind, but it's a lot of east to it. So this wind is hitting me and blowing right where I thought the deer would come from, which is deeper in this tree line. Them deer come right here. I mean, if they was 20 yards to the left, they would have winded me. Them 2 does came in, and I wanted to get them on video, but you could tell something was chasing them. And he came in silent. I didn't even hear him. I just looked up and saw him. That's that buck I was hunting. And he ain't the biggest, probably the smallest deer I've killed in a long time, but he's mature. It's fun. I got pictures of this buck right here in bow season, and I put him in the back of my mind because I knew he was mature, even though his rack was pretty weak. Well, there was a guy standing here, so I laid off this spot and didn't hunt it. that guy done moved it. He done moved out of here. I seen last time I come in here and checked my cameras. And then I still had pictures of this buck, and he was coming through here kind of regularly. So, and during the daylight, so I thought he'd be killable. So, anyhow, as soon as I seen that buck today, I knew it was the buck I was after. I shot him, and of course he crashed right here at my tree. And at my club, we got to earn our second buck. We got to earn your first buck by killing a doe, and then you kill a buck, you got to earn your second buck. So as soon as I seen him crash, I thought, man, them does might still be in here. So I went ahead and started scanning around, and I seen her. And one of them was right across from me, about maybe 100 yards through the woods. And she was kind of quartering towards me, and I gave her one. And she ran off, and she got right in some trees where I couldn't see her. So I'm hoping that other doe is dead. So I got a extra bang for my buck, pun intended. So now I don't have to stress out about killing a doe before I'm killing another buck. Hopefully, I'm hoping she's dead. That it was a pretty rush shot because they were about to bolt and run out of here. So I'm hoping she's right there dead. And obviously I don't have to track him. It's 9:22. That's crazy. I can't believe that happened. But it's December 13th. I haven't got a buck on camera all year at this club that I wanted to shoot just by horns alone. So I had to, to keep it interesting, I had to just say, I'm gonna have to hunt a mature buck. And that's what I did. And I ain't gonna act like I'm some kind of pro. I got a 105-inch buck on the ground, but he is mature. I had a lot of luck play my way this morning. Wow, I can't believe that's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it about 30 minutes before I climb down, and I'm gonna go check on that, see if that doe's over there. Luckily, this isn't a very far walk to the truck, so but it's gonna take 2 trips. Hopefully I got my first 2 deer with my brand new gun. Like I said, I'm probably ease down about 9:50. I'll start climbing down and see if we can't find that doe. Yes. I've never been so excited to kill a trash rack buck in my life. Well, I messed up. I messed up pretty bad. That's not the deer I thought it was. He come in here running them does, and I seen that one side that just had 3 on it, or at least a G2. And I just automatically thought it was a big body deer. Got 3 on one side. I thought it was that buck I had on camera that I was hunting. And of course, I never scoped his horns out because it happened so fast. And it's not that buck. It's a 6-point. So yeah, I messed up pretty bad. I still think it's a mature deer, and I got him out of the gene pool, I suppose. But I was excited that I got a deer on camera and hunted him and actually killed him. Though that took a lot of wind out of my sails, but it is what it is. That happens this late in the season. My old finger done got way too itchy, I guess. And I seen him, and I done told myself I seen that buck I was going to shoot him, which the buck that I was hunting. And I thought he was going to get out of here too quick running them does, so I shot without really scoping him out. So I face the music now, which there really ain't no music to be facing. You can shoot whatever you want to up here this year. That's the smallest deer I've ever shot up here, and kind of embarrassed about it, but like I said, it is what it is. I was too worried about getting it on camera too. I done told myself, if you see that buck, even though it's not that great of a deer, at least try to make it, on video. So that's another thing I was too worried about, is getting the camera right instead of scoping him out. But anyways, here he is. Man, he's just weak. Just a weak deer. That brow tine, really, he might just be a 5-point. I don't think he'll get an inch out of that one brow tine. His left side's just terrible. The left side of that buck I was after had 4 on it, which it wasn't great, but it did have 4. And it was better than this deer by about 10 inches. That deer won't go 100 inches probably. Alright, let's see if we can find this doe. I just walked to where she had ran, and looks like I hit her pretty good. I don't see her yet. Good blood trail though. That's a deer bed right there. I'm surprised she made it this far. Look at all that blood. There she is. She died out in the middle of that field. I'm surprised I couldn't see her from the stand. I guess I couldn't see her from all this, whatever this crap is. She bled like a stuck hog. There she is. I made a good shot on her. It must have been heart why she went so far. Alright. I got 2 deer. One of them's the one I wanted, the other one wasn't. Now I got a whole lot of work to do. Might as well get started. Well, I got the 2 deer gutted, dragged out of the woods, and checked in. I went ahead and cut the doe's head off, dropped it off for the CWD sample, and I still want to keep the buck's horns, the head. I'll do a skull mount on him. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. I mean, it's a trophy, you know. A spike is a trophy, in my opinion, to the right person. You know, it kind of bothers me when people just, you know, dump the whole buck off somewhere and don't even save the horn. So it'll be a story regardless about the day I messed up. And I think I'm 80% done with beating myself up over it. I messed up as far as, you know, I shot the wrong buck, but I didn't hurt the club by any means by shooting that deer. You know, if anything, I probably helped it out by taking some bad genes out. Not 100% sure if that deer's 4.5 after I got down and really got to looking at it. And it's kind of hard to tell this late in the season, because that rut really wears them down. He's definitely 3. He's at least 3.5. And even if he's 3.5, that weak rack, you know, next year he wasn't going to be much better. He might have been the deer that I meant to shoot today, but that's probably a stretch, to be honest with you. That deer I meant to shoot, I think he was probably 110 inches maybe. That deer in the back of a truck, I'm not sure if he'll make 90 inches. And typically a deer ain't gonna put on that much horn from 3.5 to 4.5. But anyhow, it happens. It's deer hunting. It's been a rough season. And you know, try to make the best of it. TWRA wants us to kill as many deer as we can. I'm definitely gonna try to hold out for a pretty good deer. I'd like to say 130 or better, but you know, it depends on the situation. If this 125-inch deer walks in on me, you know, and I know it's 4.5 or older, I'll shoot it. But anyhow, at least I got it on film. I think it kind of screwed me a little bit today, because I got excited about getting a kill shot on film, and that took up some time that I could have scoped that deer out and not shot him. Ain't no use crying over spilt milk, right? Everybody can make mistakes. Alright guys, I sure appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one.